There is a silent test that lasts exactly 30 seconds you can try with your cat tonight. If they respond, you will witness a truth that 99% of cat owners never discover. In this video, I will break down that test and reveal 6 small habits that prove your cat is quietly protecting you. Number 1. They guard you when you're most vulnerable. Most people think the bathroom follow is just curiosity or a cat's dislike of closed doors, but devotion has a sharper shape. To your cat, you walked into a small room with one exit, and for a bonded cat, that's enough to stay close and keep watch. So don't only notice that they came in, notice the seat they pick. A lot of devoted cats plant themselves where they can see the doorway, not where they can see your face, like they're choosing the job over the view. And the cost is obvious if you pay attention to the floor. They leave the warm spot on the sofa. They step off the hoodie you dropped on the chair. Then they sit on cold tile, still as a statue, ears tracking every sound in the hallway. My cat does this thing where the head tilts a few degrees when someone walks past the door and the body stays pointed toward the exit until I'm done. Sometimes there's a short, private meow, not loud, not needy, just a quick, "I'm here." Then the moment I stand up, the whole posture softens and they walk me back like an escort. It isn't dramatic, and that's why it gets mislabeled as cute. But the translation is simple. I'll trade my comfort for your safety. Number 2. They give up deep sleep to stay on watch. Cats love comfort. So with a truly bonded cat, the proof isn't just that they sleep near you, it's how they sleep near you. They'll curl up beside you like a warm little loaf, paws tucked, face relaxed, like nothing in the world could reach them. But listen closely. One tiny click from the hallway, and one ear rotates. A second later, the eyes open, not wide, just enough to scan the room, then close again. That isn't an accident. It's a choice to sleep lighter so they can react faster if your space changes. You can see the same choice in where they settle, not the hidden corner behind the curtain. They take the doorway side of the couch, the edge of the bed, the spot with a clean view down the corridor. Comfort with a line of sight. And here's the part most people don't notice until they've watched it a few times. Many cats only sink into deep sleep after you leave. And even then, they often nap where they can monitor the entrance. Then, the moment you're back, the ears start tracking again. It's a quiet trade, repeated day after day. I'll sleep lighter, so I'm ready sooner for you. Number 3. They turn play into a performance. If your cat is alone with a toy, you'll notice how clean it looks. Low body, quiet paws, one sharp pounce, done. So when you walk in and the whole thing suddenly gets louder and clumsier, that isn't your cat forgetting how to hunt. That's your cat changing the goal. Now the toy isn't the point. You are. They take a bigger jump than necessary, freeze for a half second like they're checking your face, then swipe and miss in a way that buys them more time with you watching. It's not inefficient. It's interactive. And the giveaway is when they bring you the toy without being asked. People here throw it, but the placement tells the truth. My cat once dropped a toy right on my keyboard like, perfectly centered, then just stared at me as if I owed them 2 minutes of being present. Not by the door, not by the food bowl, right where my attention was trapped. Sometimes they'll do one quick bite, one kick, then push it toward you, like they're saying, "Here, this matters." That's not begging for entertainment. That's offering connection. And when a cat offers you connection on purpose, that's devotion with its sleeves rolled up. Because next, they do something even more revealing when you're not there to see it. Number 4. They choose your scent over comfort. Cats are built to chase warmth, so you'd think the best place to sleep is always the sunny patch, the thick blanket, or the quiet corner that stays untouched. But when a cat is strongly attached to you, they'll sometimes walk past all of that and pick something that looks less comfortable until you realize what they're actually choosing. They're choosing you. A worn shirt, a hoodie on the chair, or a blanket that still smells like your night becomes more attractive than a perfect bed, because your scent means familiarity and safety. So the next time you leave the house, do a quick test. Leave one clean blanket on the couch and one hoodie you've worn on the chair. Then see which one your cat picks first. And tell me in the comments where your cat usually sleeps when you're gone, your pillow, your chair, or something even weirder. Some cats press their face into fabric like they're taking a slow breath on purpose. and some will even drag clothing into a messy little nest before curling up inside it. Then they rub their cheeks on those items, mixing your scent with theirs. And in cat language, that isn't random comfort seeking, it's belonging, like they're saying, "This is my person, and I'm staying close even when they're gone." Number 5. They pause real needs just to check on you. In the wild, eating is not a casual activity, because a distracted animal is an easy target and an easy thief victim. That's why this habit says so much. Some cats will start a meal, take a few bites, and then stop, not because they're full, but because they need to locate you first. They scan the room, listen for your footsteps, and only after they've confirmed you're nearby do they go back to the bowl. Some will even leave the food entirely, walk to where you are, and then return like, "Okay, now I can eat." And it gets even clearer when you travel. Even with fresh food and a calm pet sitter, highly attached cats often eat less at first, because appetite and safety are tied together for them. You're not just the person who opens cans. You're a piece of their security system. So when you're missing, they don't just miss a routine. They lose the background signal that says, everything is normal. For an animal that survives by eating regularly, choosing connection before food, even briefly, is devotion in its purest form. Number 6. They sync to your rhythm, and it's the one that feels almost unfair once you notice it. People think their cat follows them around, but with a cat that's truly attached, the order flips. They don't follow your movement. They catch the intention before you move. Here's the 30-second test. Sit normally, keep the room quiet, and act casual. Stop your hands, go still for 10 seconds, then let out one slow exhale like you're trying to calm your body down. After that, lean forward just slightly, the exact micro-eversion you always do right before you stand. Don't stand. Freeze right there. If your cat is strongly bonded, you'll often see the tail land early, a head lift on the exhale, a reposition that quietly takes the doorway side, like they're already managing your next move, a stretch timed to your lean forward, not to any sound. And here's the part people don't like hearing. They're not tracking the room, they're tracking you. Your breath, your posture, your rhythm becomes the schedule they live by. That's why this isn't just attachment, it's devotion that shows up as vigilance. So if you made it this far, here's the real takeaway. Devotion isn't your cat being nice. It's your cat paying tiny costs to keep you safe, close, and steady. They stand guard when you're vulnerable. They sleep lighter when you're near. They perform play just to pull you back into the moment. They choose your scent over the warmest spot. They pause a meal just to confirm you're still there. And in the end, they start reading your rhythm before you even move. And if that last test worked for you, if your cat lifted their head on your slow exhale or repositioned on that lean forward, then you just caught something most people never notice in their entire life with cats. Not a trick. Not a coincidence. A relationship pattern. Also, one quick reality check. Any single habit can happen for other reasons. What matters is the cluster. If you're seeing 3, 4, 5 of these habits in the same cat, you're not just living with a pet. You're living with a creature that has chosen you as home. Now I want to hear yours. Comment your score out of 6 and tell me which habit hit the hardest #2, #3, #4, #5, or #6. And if this made you look at your cat differently, subscribe, because the next video will make you notice even more of what they've been saying silently.